Did you know that 44% of Americans can't pay an unexpected $1,000 expense from their savings? That means that 4 out of 10 Americans would have to bum off their friends or use credit cards to cover something like an unexpected emergency room visit or their car breaking down. And I actually used to be one of those 44% of people who didn't have $1,000 saved. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I saved $1,000 in 30 days, and I'm even going to show you what kind of account you should be keeping it in. I declared a financial state of emergency. It was time to impose martial law on spending. I had to realize that I didn't even have $1,000 to my name, so I was one small emergency away from disaster. Credit card debt, wage garnishment, creditors possibly suing me. It might have taken me years of small action to get where I was now, but it was time to take intense action now to get some control back. I had to commit to myself that for the next 30 days, I wasn't going to spend a single cent unless it was on rent, groceries, gas for my car, or utilities to keep the lights on, and also minimum payments on the debt that I already had. Then I implemented something called the 10-10 rule, which allowed me to save $10 every single day before 10 a.m. If you're anything like me, you're terrible at making the right decision in the moment. So when I was driving by Dunkin' every single day to go to work and I didn't have a cup of coffee in my hand already, guess what I was doing? I was pulling in to get a coffee and a donut on my way to work. And because I'm terrible at making that decision in the moment, I had to decide the day before. By making a pot of coffee and getting my breakfast ready the night before, I'm pre-deciding that I'm not gonna go to Dunkin' the next morning. And so the next morning when I'm sitting at the red light by Dunkin', I'm not tempted to go in and get some coffee and a Boston cream donut because I already have my coffee and breakfast in my hands. I'm telling you, the decision becomes 1,000 times easier when you've pre-decided.
Watch this. You're pre-fired.
You can apply this in any part of your life where you're having trouble making the decision in the moment. The next thing I did was I reviewed my bank account transactions from the month before, and I started to realize maybe I'm the problem. So I logged into my bank account and looked at the month before, and I went line by line just looking at all the places where I was spending money that I didn't need to. I saw Netflix, Amazon Prime, Grubhub, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Wendy's. I realized I didn't have $1,000 saved because I was spending all my money every single month. The proof was right there in the transactions. So I got out a piece of paper and I wrote 10,000 times, I must not spend money. No, I didn't actually do that, but I realized when I was looking through those transactions that the problem wasn't the government or the economy or inflation. It was me. The next thing I did was to stop looking backwards and start looking forwards by making a budget. Once I was fully aware of all the money that was coming out of my account, I was able to start looking forward and start writing a plan for where I wanted my money to go next month. A budget is just a plan for how you want to spend your money instead of looking backwards and wondering where it all went. I know this seems like a daunting task, budgets can feel overwhelming, but I promise you any adult with an 8th grade reading level can accomplish this. Yeah, even you. So at the beginning of the month, you can make a plan to decide where you're going to spend your money, and you can see the money right there. You might be able to find $500 just in your budget when you look at it and actually make a plan. Here's where the big money comes in. I went room by room just looking for stuff to sell. So you can start looking through your house, finding crap that someone out there might think is worth money. Log into Facebook Marketplace, start listing it, where people are going to buy that crap. I swear everyone probably has at least $1,000 worth of junk just laying in their house or their garage or their attic. I mean, just look at the TV on your wall. I bet you someone's going to give you $200 for that. And it's not like you have time to watch TV anyway. You don't even have $1,000. If you're watching this and you feel like the tips that you hear in this are going to help you save your first $1,000, go ahead and like, subscribe, share it with a friend who's broke. I'm sure they'll find it helpful. And for the next step, it was time for me to find money through any means necessary. Yeah, any means. Okay, maybe not anything, but you get the idea. I went looking for side hustles that I could start today, right away. Now, the fastest ones to get started making money right away are probably food delivery or Uber. I mean, you could probably just walk up to a pizza place and ask them to start delivering pizzas for them. Seriously, go try it. My point is, I was in a financial state of emergency, so I needed to do anything that I could do to make some more money. Extra shifts, side hustles, find an extra job on the side, something. I needed money. Just do anything but crash on the couch and watch the next season of Yellowstone. Okay, now that you have your first $1,000 stacked up, it's time to put that money into a high-yield savings account. I'm always shocked about how many people don't know about these, but you can literally make 3 to 5% on your money for free. This beats any normal savings account that's connected to your checking account right now.